Hey guys, today we're going to be reviewing the Suehiro combo stone. It's smaller in size to save on the investment, but there's no difference in the performance. It has a 1000 and a 6000 grit side and a gritty but very smooth feel. Let's check this out. It literally only took 3 minutes for the bubbles to stop going, so let's set it up and try this one out. There we go. And I'm impressed with the soaking time. The bubbles stopped in about 3 minutes. I left it in for about a good 5. So it doesn't take too long to get ready to use, which is a plus. Make sure that edge is nice and dull now. Let's do a double check. It's still not too bad. It's not great. Let's work it a little more. I'll wipe that off. Now the camera, you can see it no good. Okay, so let's get this going. Adjust. Feels pretty good. You can feel the stone gripping into the metal. I mean, it's not coarse or anything, it's smooth, but you can feel it biting. So far, so good. I'm sure to get that tip really well. Very comfortable, very smooth. Feels like it's very effective. Check for the burr. Might need a little bit more. Can't forget the Nagura stone. Should have maybe touched that up a little bit before we got it started, but it's okay. Let's check on that burr. Staying pretty consistent. Looks like I might need to work this area a little bit more, but it's going good. It's got a tiny little micro burr on there. Let's just give it a little bit more of a go on this side. Really do like how the stone feels. It's got a lot of feedback. It's smooth, but you can still feel the grains doing its job. That flat piece, go back down. Right in this area, I just needed a couple more, a little bit more work. So take a turn through here. One thing to always watch for is make sure your bevel is consistent along the edge while maintaining the proper angle. Lengthwise, I like to do a couple of these too. Get a nice little bevel there. I'm doing good holding the consistency, not too bad. One thing I've learned about sharpening is for the last 4 years, I'm still learning, always improving. The more you do, the better you get. And the trick is just not waiting until the knife is really dull. It's good to touch it up before it gets too dull. It's a lot easier to maintain that edge. Still need a little bit more on the back end. One thing I always do is I know what angle I like to sharpen my knives at. I like to hold that angle and put my finger on the blade and to the stone. And where it sits on my finger, I just kind of make a mental note of where it needs to be. I kind of check myself while I'm sharpening on it, the stone. Just hold that same angle as you come out to the tip. Adjust a little bit to get that front end curve. Sometimes do a little roundy push. And over here, see my fingertip touching just a little bit, keeping it pretty consistent. Good quality pushes will always work better than fast and hard grinds. That's what it's all about, the quality pushes, not speed or pressure. Yeah, that feels pretty good. Let's hit up the other side now. Traditional way, same idea. You know where your angle's at. Usually my thumb will hit it right there. I'll bring it back towards you. coming back. One thing I like to do is sharpen this way with my left hand. Not the most traditional way, but for me the most comfortable. Just to kind of finish it up. Start the tip. Good quality pushes. Nice bevel already. Let's do a quick little stroke and test the edge. Alright. Now, with almost no pressure at all, but maintaining the same angle, do some light stroking. Like I said, this is my first time using this stone. These economy stones save you some money because they are smaller. They don't hold back on the quality, so I'm confident this Suehiro is going to do a good job. Now, see how good we're at. Now that is very nice. Very clean and consistent cut all the way down the blade. No hang-ups, no snags. That is amazing. I love it. Let's turn this over. Let's see how the 6000 side does. It's going to be more of a polish, but also it will help crisp up that edge. Give it a nice, crispier, slicier cut. I'll go this way. Oh, right in there. Okay. Again, get my angle. Use my finger to gauge. That way when I work my way across, I hold the same angle, and when I come back, if my finger lightly touches, I know I'm doing good. That's my personal way of doing it. To me, for me, it works really well. Okay, get that tip going. The tip is one part of the blade I used to have so much trouble with when I first started sharpening. Just trying to, holding it up or not holding it up high enough. It's just kind of like a delicate balance you got to learn to feel with your own hands. I can already feel a burr, which is a good sign. It's very consistent. That means I'm holding a pretty good angle all the way across as I'm working the blade. this way. So angle right there. Start at the tip. For being a 6,000 grit, it does give a lot of feedback. To me, I like some feedback from the stone. And a couple stones I've used before where it's just like ultra quiet the whole time. And it's like you keep questioning yourself if it's really doing what it's supposed to be. But this one's got a lot of good feedback. Not only in the sound, but in the feel. Let's see. Already getting a bird. Let's try that on some paper after a light stroking. I like to clean that off. I always like to stroke on a clean stone. Let's get the Nagra. Work up a little bit of lubrication. Okay. Let's start on this one. Try this guy out. Very, very nice. I'm sure most of you won't run the edge of your blade on the side of a stone to dull it. But we did just for this demonstration. You saw how nice it brought it back without a whole lot of effort, really. I'm expecting to be here for a little while, taking that much of the tip off, but as you can see, this guy's working really, really great. Be a great stone for anyone to have in their home. It's smaller than usual, so you don't have to worry about it taking up too much room. Not that stones do anyways, but a nice little stone. And I would say it saves you anywhere from $30 to $40 on the typical sizes. Quality has not been compromised, just the size has been reduced just to help lower costs. Okay, this was the Suehiro combination whetstone, 1,000 and 6,000 grit. And as you guys saw, I dulled the edge on this guy and it brought it back to life with not a whole lot of effort and time. It only took about 3 to 5 minutes to soak to get ready, so you won't be waiting around a long time to get going and touching up your tools. White steel number 2 on a Suehiro whetstone, 1,000 and 6,000 grit. And have a great day, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Take care now.